time, around about 17, 18, and that's when things really got really big for us after the process happened. So.
Now, that was a clip out of a movie, and you might have seen clips like that floating around social media. Scenes from low-budget, straight-to-streaming movies shot right here in Memphis.
Well, apparently they've got names like The Neighborhood, Dope Main, and Lot Lizards, and they found a home and a large viewership on streaming sites like Tubi and Amazon Prime Video. Well, tonight we're hearing from the man behind many of these films.
Let's go to Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu live from the Malco Paradiso in Memphis. Jack, turns out a lot of these filmmakers, they had the goal, if you will, of producing content for the small screen instead of the big screen like right behind you there.
Well, yeah, if you want to put a movie on theater screens around the world, like here at Malco or other chains, it's going to cost millions of dollars and take some serious industry connections. Now some filmmakers instead are starting their careers with smaller projects aimed at smaller audiences. Now, thanks to the rise in streaming services, movies like The Neighborhood, Dope Main can find those audiences outside the cinema.
You won't shoot me? You better have your eyes on me, out there. Say less.
We started in 2015, and back then we was doing DVDs through Walmarts and Kmart's and Best Buys.
Robert L. Parker says his career took off in 2017 when he started getting his films on streaming services, reaching a much wider audience. He ramped up production and can now complete a movie in just about 2 months. He has more than a dozen on the streaming service Tubi right now. Violent scenes from his movies have gone viral, with people making fun of the acting or special effects, but that doesn't bother him.
This thing, if you criticize the movie to someone, they'll go watch it and see what they criticized about. And if everybody does that, that's just put money in our pocket.
He's not the only filmmaker finding success with smaller projects on smaller screens.
Well, I think the barrier for entry is a lot lower when you're trying to get into the streaming services because, there are fewer gates to get through and fewer folks to say yes.
Marty Lang, a film professor at the U of M, says platforms like Tubi can provide a bigger payout to filmmakers because they get a cut of the money made off ads. As the years go by, he's seeing more and more students who are interested in making films on smaller budgets here at home instead of moving to New York or LA to work on major projects.
Now, and a lot of students that I teach who want to stay in their local area and make films that are, sort of indigenous or free range, we like to call them.
Now, when we spoke to Parker, he was on location in Panama City shooting a new movie called Below the Belt. He expects that to premiere online before the end of the year. Now, Lang says it's also cheaper to shoot movies here in Memphis than it is in a lot of other areas. That means the potential for bigger profit margins. Daryl?
Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu live in Memphis tonight. Thank you, Jack.